Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, today I have a guest.
Hi.
It's the first time I've had a guest on my channel.
Oh, I'm so honored.
You're the first guest on my channel.
I'm gassed.
But we're doing something, we're bringing some important information to you guys because I know a few of you guys have some questions. As you can see in the title here, we're gonna be answering your questions about first-time home buying and some of the questions that you had because both of us are homeowners. And I'll let Reni introduce herself and just give a breakdown or a little story of introduction of how she bought her house. Maybe I should go first.
Yeah, you
okay. So yeah, I own 2 properties. One of them was inherited. The other one I bought. So the one that was inherited, I inherited that when I was 25, and then for about 3 years since then, I kind of been saving up and managing my money and all that stuff to purchase my second property, because I needed a place on my own. To be honest, it kind of just was forced on me because I was living with my aunt, but at that time, she wanted to move to Kingston, Ontario. Who's living in Kingston, Ontario? Who's living in Kingston, Ontario?
That's a random place.
Yeah, no. So we had to get our act together real quick to try to find a place. And so we bought this condo where we're sitting at right now. But yeah, so we're just basically gonna answer some questions. But Reni, you could say just a short introduction of your home buying.
Oh, hi everyone, I'm Reni, and as Crystal said, I bought my first house in July of 2019, so I was 23 years old at the time. And yeah, it's a rental property, so I live rent-free with my parents at the moment, which is a blessing. Thanks, shout out mom and dad.
Shout out.
But yeah, so I have tenants living there, and it's in London, Ontario.
We both bought our places in our 20s. I'm no longer 20. In my 20s, I just turned 30.
Yeah.
But I got my properties when I was in my 20s, okay? So it's very possible. So hopefully when we answer these questions, we can give you some kind of guideline of where you can do what you can do as you're journeying on your home buying process. So just so you know, we're doing 2 parts to these. So we're gonna answer some questions on my channel, and for the remainder of the questions, you're gonna have to go to Reni's channel to see the remainder of the questions, okay? And you gotta subscribe to both.
Right now, just take a second.
Hit subscribe.
Right now, okay.
Question number 1 says, what's an average or minimum credit score required to begin, even considering a semi-decent interest rate? And how does income affect this rate as well? So just so you know, these are questions that people send to us, okay? So I guess the question is asking, what's an average credit score that one needs? What do you say? So
in Canada, we're in Canada for context, you need a credit score of 620 or higher, but you're not gonna get a good interest rate with that credit score. So you should aim for 750 and above. I know it may be hard, but yeah, you need to build up your credit before, or else you're gonna be paying more in the long term in your interest rate.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and there's little things that you could do to help build up your credit score. Something as simple as, I know a lot of people shy away from credit, but it's important, unfortunately. It's important, especially in Canada, the US, to build up your credit score, to get a credit card. And just, if you're young and you don't have big bills to pay, something as simple as, making a purchase, like your everyday purchase, buying gas or buying groceries on a credit card, but also paying it back right away.
And pay the full balance, not the minimum balance.
Right, pay the full balance back right away. And those are little things that can help build up your credit score. It's key to pay the full balance, like she said, not the minimum balance, and paying on time.
And make sure you use your credit card as something, it's like money, you can only spend what you have on your credit card. Don't spend, just because your limit is $1,000, if you only have $500 in your bank account, do not spend more than that, because obviously then you'll be in debt and your credit score will suffer as a result of that.
And then just do it. And if you have a bigger credit card debt, just do what you can to chip away at it. Keep just paying what you can to just chip away at it. If if this is debt you accumulated over time, just chip away at it. Take money out of your account, set up where you can have money being withdrawn from your account every week or every so week, just to go towards paying down your credit card.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I do, and those things will just help to build up your credit score.
Definitely. And then they also said, so how does your income affect this rate? So I think you can make $200,000, $300,000 a year, but if you want a mortgage, your credit score is very important. So like, unless you're buying that property cash, they do not care how much you make. It's really about
your credit score.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. Or unless you have a huge down payment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Question number 2. How much should we save when it comes to buying our first property? That's a good question. And I think it all varies on
what property you're buying.
Yeah.
And basically.
Yeah, it literally all varies on what property you're buying. Like, you have to look at the down payment, depending on how much down payment you want to put down. If it's your first time, you can do the first time home buyers 5%, I believe. So the cost of your property, 5% of that, plus you have to factor in closing costs. A lot of people don't think about the closing costs, and then they get surprised. I know I got a little bit surprised with some of the closing costs I had. And closing costs can be just as, you have to get your property appraised, property taxes you have to pay, getting lawyer fees. Fees.
One tip that I did, you ask your bank or whoever is your lender if you can get your appraisal fees reimbursed. They reimbursed me. I just asked.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's no harm in asking. They said no initially, but I said, look how much money,
right.
I'm giving you a huge transaction.
Exactly.
And then the guy decided to give it to me. So I would definitely recommend asking. There's no harm in asking, of course.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I will do that when I buy my next one.
Yeah.
But so think of the down payment. You have to get the down payment. You have to save up for the down payment. You have to save up for, like I said, closing costs. Sometimes there might be a few fix-ups that you may have to do when you move in, so you might have to consider that. Unless it's a completely new build, like Reni's place was a completely new build. So, but my condo it's an older condo, so when I moved in, there were some things that I wanted to change. So you take that into consideration, and then just have that number in mind so you can have a visual of what you need to save towards.
Yeah, you should write it down. Make sure you create your budget and see if you can actually afford to buy it. Even if you can afford the down payment, it doesn't mean you can afford the maintenance costs that will come when you have a house. So just factor in all of that. The mortgage, especially that.
Exactly.
So factor in all those things.
Okay. So question number 3 says, what are your thoughts on building and renting it out to pay the mortgage? Is it wise? Should I look to make a profit or just pay the required amount on the mortgage?
Okay. I think you should always look to make a profit.
Always.
There's no it makes most sense to just look to make a profit.
I mean, people do rental properties to make profits. Nobody does really rental properties. I mean, some people do a rental property because they want somebody else to pay off their mortgage, which is is also smart.
Yeah.
But you should be looking to make a profit, especially when you might have to fix up something in the house. You want to make sure you have extra money to be able to do that, so it's not actually coming out of your own pocket. Because especially with most rental properties, most agreements is the landlord has to take care of big ticket items. So you want to make sure you make a profit. So
of course. If you can, of course. Like in the GTA in downtown Toronto, for example, you might not be making a profit because your rent that you can charge, the mortgage that you get may be much more than the rent that you can charge every month. So that's one thing to consider when picking your location. Even if you're to rent a property, it doesn't need to be in downtown Toronto. And Airbnb is banned here, so
it is.
They just banned it. Yeah,
they did.
Yes, they did. So it's even harder for landlords to make that huge profit. So if you consider going outside of the GTA, then
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess it's during this time. I'm not
during
sure,
the pandemic.
But it's bad right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So all those things you need to take into consideration. But yeah, always look to make a profit. And like what Reni did, if you're living somewhere, like if you're living with your parents rent free, or if you're living somewhere where you're not paying a lot in rent, because you may be renting somewhere, but that might be a good chance for you to save up money to buy your place.
Exactly. But you should always make sure you're saving that money. Don't just be blowing that extra profit that you're making. Because as she said, you may need it for a repair on the house, or you may need it, or you can just be saving it or investing it towards your down payment, future down payment.
Yeah, for another property, because we want to be multiple homeowners.
We're trying to possess the land.
Exactly. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, and question number 4. How long did it take you to save for the property? How long did it take from searching to down payment to closing? What for you? Okay,
so for me, I think I started looking in like January 2019, but I wasn't really serious about it, honestly. I was like, okay, I have the money that I've saved, but like...
How long have you saved the money for?
Okay, so I started when I was 18, but I wasn't saving for anything in particular. My dad just like forced me to like, if I got if I got a paycheck, like even when I was working at Payless making minimum wage, he said, okay, 50% of this paycheck, because I live at home with him for free. He's like, you're not paying rent, so 50% of that paycheck needs to go into your investments, actually, not just savings. 10% goes to tithes, and then the rest you can do whatever you want with it. Every single thing. If my uncle gave me $5, $2.50 would have to go to my bank account.
Wow, I love that. Yeah. I absolutely love that.
Since I was like 4 years old, I swear, like every single thing. So
and you know what? And this, I feel this needs to be another video, but this is something that you unfortunately don't see a lot in Black households. Yeah. I feel like that needs to be another topic. Yeah. But I love hearing that your dad enforced that in you guys.
Yeah, he definitely did. So I've been saving, so I'm 23 now, so I've been saving for almost 24. So I've been saving for 5-ish years. And yeah, so in January 2019, we started looking. But in winter, when you're going to look at houses, like they don't look as nice. Like houses are not sold as much in winter because they don't actually look as nice because everything's dead around. So yeah, we were going to different locations in Kitchener, Waterloo, London, and Guelph, I think that was, because I knew that I couldn't really afford to live in the GTA or to buy a house to rent in the GTA. So I was looking outside so that it would be a return on investment. And yeah, January 2019, wasn't taking it seriously, and got a real estate agent, and he was sending me requests every single day. I would look at them, not that serious as well, but then once it was summer, then I started looking. We looked at a few houses in London, and then we found one that was in pre-construction, purchased it, and then it closed in May 2020. So
nice.
Yeah.
Congrats again.
Yeah, and how about you?
For me, I did have a little bit of help from when, like I said, I inherited property from when my mom passed away, and I did inherit some money, but I also had like a job, like a pretty decent job where I was still able to save. So I think I saved for about 3 years on top of the base that I had, just to add on top of it, because it was kind of just like only my income, even though I bought with my sister, but she's still in school, so she didn't really have an income to contribute. So I saved with that, and I had to pay down so many debts too. So I had to pay off my car before to get my income debt ratio,
which is something that you should do if you can. Yeah, like you go and like pay off all your debt before or as much debt as you can.
Yeah. So I had to pay like 10 grand to pay off my car.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It hurt. But at the same time too, I also and this is where you need to leverage your family member or your friends or whoever. There's nothing wrong with getting help from family members or parents. And in fact, it should be like that. Like if you see in other communities, parents pass down wealth to their kids. They help their kids buy properties. So I was fortunate enough to like get you know, my aunties helped give me a loan as well, because like I said, $10,000 had to go towards paying off a car. So it's like, okay, that's $10,000 off of my budget. So they were able to help me lend me some money as well, towards gifted me some money as well, towards paying down the down payment and stuff. So yeah, that was kind of my thing. Yeah, I think that was all the questions for my channel. I think so.
So if you want to see part 2, come over to my channel and we'll be discussing
part 2. Yes, guys. So if you do have any other questions that you want answered, leave it in the description box, the comments below. Make sure to follow us on Instagram though, because you can also send us a DM. This is my Instagram handle. I'll put it here, and this is Reni's Instagram handle. I'll put it right there. I'll put it right there, and make sure to follow us again. Like if you have any more questions, I'm gonna plug my kit. Okay, my home buyers kit that I created last summer. It's a home buyers kit 101, basically making it easy to understand the steps and stuff that you have to do to buy your first home. So definitely if you're interested in that, let me know. And it's an e-workbook, so
it's very good. It like breaks down every single thing you need to consider, things that I didn't even know to consider that will be shown there. So it's very helpful.
So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like again, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you want more videos like this on investment, on real estate, on different topics, definitely put it below. I know Reni is also going to be having a video coming out with investing as well, so check out her channel. And we will see you again, and make sure to go to the part 2 on her channel. Okay, part 2 on her channel.
Bye guys.
Bye.